Yeah, that'll do it.
I wish.
A lead story in the New York Times this morning, Obama may ban spying on heads of allied states.
Might not, may do it.
He may do it. It's
He may
extraordinary.
ban it.
And of course, this on the heels of the fact that we discovered yesterday that the president of the United States, who oversees the whole federal government, has been spying on world leaders for 5 years, and the president didn't know about it.
Well, he didn't know about a lot. I mean, he didn't know about Fast and Furious, who was new to him. He didn't know about the IRS, who was new to him. He didn't know what was going on, really, with Obamacare and the problem with the rollout, October 1st, that it wasn't ready. It was new to him. Does this sound like a trend, Elizabeth?
It does. I mean, it may be trending on Twitter. Hashtag President, I didn't know Obama. Might be going
Obama.
across websites
I didn't recognize
today.
hashtag because you didn't do the sign.
I didn't because I was holding my iPad. I'll do it
Go
like
ahead,
this.
go ahead.
Hashtag
There you go.
President. I didn't know Obama is what we'll have to call him. I can't believe it. But we're not just talking here. This is actually happening. Take a listen.
The president did say that he was angry about this. I mean, do you know when he first knew that there was a problem?
Well, I think it became clear fairly early on, the first couple of days, that...
So not before that, though? Not before
No,
October 1st? There was no concern at that point, either in the White House or at HHS?
I think that we talked about having testing going forward.
I can assure you that I certainly did not know anything about the IG report before the IG report had been leaked through the press. I first learned about it from the same news reports that I think most people learned about this. I think it was on Friday.
When did the president find out about the Department of Justice's subpoenas for the Associated Press?
Yesterday.
And
I mean, let me just be clear. We don't have any independent knowledge of that. He found out about the news reports yesterday on the road.
There have been problems. I heard on the news about this story that Fast and Furious.
He's indicated that he was not aware of what was happening in Fast and Furious. Certainly I was not. I was not personally aware of any request. Obviously, we have an infrastructure that's set up to manage requests.
Here's the problem with all that.
There you go.
So many. There's really no disputing any of it. Those were his words, and we know what they actually happened. You know,
But is it true?
Everyone compares him to President Eisenhower. They say Eisenhower looked like his hands were off. He looked like he was golfing all the time, but in reality, he was all over it. He wanted to get that perception. It looks like the president's just golfing all the time.
So you're
and
thinking
the
confidence
reality is maybe it's a lack of interest. Is that the same guy that campaigned and knew every nuance of his election, that came out of nowhere to beat Hillary Clinton and just destroy John McCain and trounce Mitt Romney? If that attitude was his attitude during election and re-election, he never would have won.
But when does ignorance then become gross negligence when it comes to leading our nation?
I think we're at that
A lot of
point.
people are asking at this point.
Well, see, I know that Jay Carney, and they said, well, he learned from the news accounts and he saw it on TV and stuff like that. I don't necessarily believe it. You know, there's plausible deniability. Well, the president didn't know about it. You know, maybe he wouldn't know about Fast and Furious. I get that. Maybe he didn't know about the specific request for extra security there in Benghazi. But how can you not know that you're bugging a bunch of world leaders? Come on.
Isn't that what the
crazy.
NSA was created to do in 1952? Was actually like listen in and make sure everything was going okay abroad and I mean, he knows. He has to know. I mean, look, I hear this sort of I don't know when I ask my boys who put yogurt in mommy's shoe. I don't know.
Right.
I don't
when
know.
you get caught, that's what you say.
I'm not sure.
I know. What do you think? Do you think he really didn't know about those things, or is just that this is just their way of dealing with the news? Email us, friends@foxnews.com. You could Twitter us @FoxandFriends. You could Facebook us, Fox and Friends, and you could just send out a smoke signal. Of course, it's dark.
And what we're going to do is when we're not here, when we're doing one-on-ones, we're going to go in the back and hop on Facebook.
That's right.